Peace, peace, good people, and welcome to my channel. I am Nuku, the Horned Dakini, coming on to give you guys a very specific reading, okay? So I'm talking to those of you who have your Lilith in Sagittarius, okay? I'm starting the Lilith around the zodiac, and I'm starting with Sag, since we're about to have a full moon in Sag on the 31st. No better time to start this reading and no better sign to start with than Sagittarius, okay? Newbies, hello. If this is your very first time visiting me, I hope that you do choose to subscribe and stay. Where you been? Where you been? Why you just ain't getting here? Come on. I'm delighted to have you, okay? Go on and smash that subscribe button, okay? But thank you so much for being here. And again, I do hope that you choose to subscribe and stay. OGs, returnees, newly subscribees, thank you guys so very much. I love ya. I love ya, okay? For sure. Thank you, Lilith, sweet Lilith, for using me as a trusted and true vessel to bring about a message for the collective that have you in Sagittarius. What is it that you want me to talk to your Sag babies about tonight? Show me clearly. I believe that I'm talking to a collective of Lilith and Sag. It's been a long time coming, because I feel like something has had you bounded up. So you haven't necessarily felt free from your shadow self. Or maybe you haven't felt free being your shadow self. You've been hemmed up in something. Now there are other areas in your life that I feel like you do have freedom in. So probably your money has been very well. Career-wise, you may have been doing very well. Just your day-to-day things, I feel like you may be doing very well in those. But it is something about your spirit that feels, Spirit said abducted. I don't know why Spirit said abducted, but that's the first word I heard. That wasn't the word I was going to use, but literally I heard abducted. So I don't know what that means. You may have resonated with what I just said, because maybe that's exactly how some of you feel. What I was going to say is that you just didn't feel, you haven't been feeling free to either move freely in your own autonomy. I don't know. It's something to that effect though. So I'm going to pull cards, okay? I'm going to pull cards and channel as I go. But I do know that I'm talking to a collective. That you're not, I don't think you feel free. I'm still tossing around why I heard abducted. You may be dating. I feel like this has everything to do with the type of people you're dating, okay? God of Cups. First card out. Second of Cup. Second card out, the Chariot. Third card out. I'm not reading any reversals tonight, you guys. The Six of Pentacles. The God of Cups. The Chariot card. Cancer's card. And the Six of Pentacles. Somebody, I believe that somebody is being overpowered in their relationship. And Lilith doesn't like that. I think that I am talking to, whether it be male or female, I'm talking to a collective of Lilith in Sagittarius people. You're being not coerced, but bullied into being with somebody. And I feel like they like you or love you way more than you like or love them. So it's like they're shaming you into being with them, or something to that degree. It's like you're not in control of your own movement. I can see that with this God of Cups, and coming out beside this Chariot card. This God of Cups person is maneuvering you. It's like maybe you've told them, I don't really want to be with you like that. But it's like they don't even hear you. They just, I don't know if they don't take you serious or what it is, but they just keep pushing themselves onto you. And where I see you are dropping the ball is you're still sharing yourself with them. It's like you'll say one thing or you may act one particular way, but you don't stand on that Lilith and Sag. And you get mad at yourself because when this person's not around, this God of Cups person is not around, you are admitting to yourself that this person doesn't even do it for you. They put out your flame is what I see. They completely. So why are you there? Why do you feel like you need to stay in this, Spirit just said, dead zone? Because I believe this person does not light your fire at all. Like what you're really looking for, you have settled for you've settled for somebody. And even though you may try to tell them at times that, look, just slow down, let's take it easy, they're overriding everything that you say, and you just go with the flow. But then when you're by yourself, you're sad. You may even be cheating, because you don't think that it's cheating, because in your mind you're not with them. In their mind you're with them, but in your mind you're not with them. So it's not actually cheating to you, because I feel like you're probably saying, but I have told them. But again, where I see you may be dropping now I know I heard abducted, because these people literally, they just throw themselves on you. So I could be, you listen, Lilith and Sag, your person could be a water sign. They could be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And because the Chariot is here, I am very prone to say that they may be a Cancer person. They could be a Cancer moon. They could be a Cancer Venus. They could even be a Lilith in Cancer. Very overbearing and very overwhelming with how they love. And you don't necessarily want their love. So now I'm about to lay more cards to figure out, why are you staying in this very imbalanced relationship? Because you really don't want to be there. But see, you're giving a lot. This Six of Pentacles shows me that you are pulling your weight when it comes to showing this person. It's almost like you're giving them mixed signals, because if you don't want to be there, then why are you sharing yourself? If you don't want to be there, you don't want to be with them, why are you, like some of y'all have went as far as to get apartments with them and getting stuff in your name. Y'all exchange gifts. You're going to family gatherings. It's like you're doing everything to make this person think that it's one way, even though sometimes you tell them, no, it's not that, we're just friends, or no, I'm not ready to get married, or no. Like some of y'all may have even been, oh wow, proposed to and you accepted the ring, even though in your mind you knowing, I am not gonna be with you. What you do? Okay, so Aquarius has showed up. What you doing? Hoping and wishing that you could get out of this situation. So the Six of Cups is here. Yeah, you definitely gonna have to. Sag, what are you doing? What you doing? Oh my God. So here's what I'm seeing. The Star card, the Six of Cups, and the Tower. There is somebody from your past that you want to be with. You're thinking, how am I getting ready to jump out of this situation up here? Because somebody in your past has come back around, and that's where you want to be. You've been hoping and wishing and praying. This is somebody that you've already had very intensive experiences with, and they have came back around. They have spent the block, And you're trying to figure out how are you going to get yourself out of the situation you're in, because some of y'all have went too far with this God of Cups person. Like you need something, you need deep. Some of y'all went married. Some of y'all done went and got married, and you know you don't want to be with this person like that. Oh Lord. Okay, so now I see listen. This new person, well, your old person, but this new person who has come back around, they're about to abduct you. That's what they're gonna have to do. They're gonna have to abduct you they're gonna have to free you. That's why I heard the word free. Okay, so this person that's about to spin the block, or that has already spent the block, they getting ready to come free you from this situationship that you've gotten yourself in. Oh Lord, Sag, why in the world would you tell this person that you've been playing with them, but you didn't think that they were going to take it as serious, because you wasn't being serious. I think maybe, y'all might have done, rumbled in the sheets a little bit, but they've been getting fully invested in you while you've just kind of been sagging. They've been falling in love, and it ain't no telling them no. So sounds like to me, Sag and Lilith and Sag, you may have been maybe using them as a placeholder until this person that has finally come back around, until they came back around. Good God. You have gotten yourself in a pickle. Oh. All right, it's all good. We're going to get you out of this pickle. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so things are getting ready to definitely turn in your favor. Okay, definitely turn in your favor. Because you're about to leave. 6 of Swords. Now we got the 6. So we have 666 here. So some bullshit might pop off. Some bullshit might pop off. We got the 6 of Swords. We have the 6 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. The only thing we're missing is the 6 of Wands. But the 6 of Cups, 6 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles is here. 666. That is the making of a new situation. But something is going to have to fall, crumble, and it might be a little devastation in behind it. And I can see why, because this God of Cups person is not going to take it well, because how you're going to leave this situation is going to hurt them. We're moving under some very fiery energy. We got the Sag full moon coming up on the 31st. And one of the things that this moon will be able to be used for is to release anything that is killing your vibe. To release anything that does not fire you up. To release anything that makes you lackluster in life, right? To release people, places, things, habits, behaviors that don't light up your soul, that doesn't increase you and expand you. Whoever this person is that you've said yes to, but you don't really want to be with, they don't do any of that. And I think that you've tried to tell them in different ways, but you still keep backsliding and settling for them. I think I'm talking to the type of Sag that don't want to be alone. Or just when you get lonely, you reach back out to that God of Cups person. Because they could be, for some of you, this person could leave. They could get the memo. When you don't want to be bothered, they just gone and back off, leave you alone. But then you get bored, you get horny, okay? Just calling it what it is. And then you reach out to them. And that pulls them back. And then here they go again, right back in your arms, right back in love. And see, it's not love for you. It's just a placeholder situation for you. But again, somebody's about to spin the block. Somebody that you've been waiting on to come back is on their way back, or have already come back. And they are everything that you've been hoping and wishing and praying for. The Aquarius card, which is the star card, showed me that. So your person could be an Aquarius, Sag, Lilith and Sag. And let me tell you something. This could be resonating with your Sag Sun, Sag Moon, It's Venus in Sag. So if you don't have Lilith in Sag, but you're still resonating with this, that's because the energy, no matter where it's placed, could still correlate and correspond to what I'm saying. Okay, but I am very much speaking to those of you with Lilith in Sag. I'm feeling a sense of not healing from something. You really needing to escape and free your mind. Because what I just heard Spirit tell me is you keep looping in this same experience. Even if it's a different cast. You keep looping in this same experience. Welcoming in people that don't light your fire. Welcoming in people that don't give you what you're looking for. They don't match what it is that your soul incarnated here to do. So I don't know why you keep settling, but I think I feel like it has something to do with you not healing from something. And then you're not necessarily taking the time out to escape from situations. So it's like you're constantly in something. It's like you never have the free time to even begin the healing. You don't never have the free time to begin the shadow work. You don't never have the free time to really tap in to what version of you continues to do these things. So even though I'm picking up on this being about another person, or two other people to be exact, ultimately this is about you putting people in place so you don't have to do the work. So you don't have to really face you. So ooh. All right, Lilith and Sag. Now I know you are a free bird with this particular energy. You love to love, right? You out here Michelleing. You loving them all. Or you making them think that you love them all. But I think what I'm sensing, what I'm picking up here, I could be wrong. Hardly ever wrong, though. You do this so you don't have to love you. Because loving you means that you have to hold yourself accountable for how you've gotten to where you're at. So now you got to pull back all these layers. You got to deal with all that stuff. And it's stuff that you've welcomed. And you don't necessarily want to do that. That's heavy. And it's going to make you stop. You won't necessarily be free. Because when you're doing shadow work, ain't no freedom in shadow work. You got to sit your ass down when you're doing work. And I don't necessarily think you want to do that. So you just keep adding to your box, though. You keep adding to your bag. And then when you get alone, when you get in that alone time, you don't really necessarily like being alone, because that shadow self start talking. What you doing? Why you ignoring me? Why you not loving me? Why you not tending to me? Why you keep putting people in front of me? This is you. This is your shadow self talking to you. So, all right. So now listen. I do believe that this full moon in Sag that we are about to have is going to bring something to light. Okay? And it could be this very reading that catches you, okay, right on time, okay? And it doesn't matter when you find this reading, whether you find it tomorrow or whenever I get it uploaded. Because I'm not trying to do it in tandem of the full moon. But if I get it uploaded before Friday, before the full moon, I don't even know when the 31st is. But if I get it uploaded and you happen to catch it by then, that's what's up. You might catch this 4 or 5 months from now. Whenever you catch it is relevant. And it is going to activate something. And it may even trigger something. But I believe that that's very necessary. Again, we have 666. That is the taking down of one thing and the uprising or the creating of another. It's almost, it gives me formula or recipe or ingredient energy. Yeah. So I want some information on this God of Cups. This person that, because I think what they're going to feel like is that you've been leading them on. And of course, I think that you've been trying to tell them that you do not want to go as fast as they've been going. Or you may have even tried to be honest and tell them, look, I'm not feeling you the way you feeling me, but they don't care. They didn't do nothing but turn it up a notch. And because they're probably trying to make you love them. Yeah. I got a feeling that this person that has spent the block and came back around that you've been waiting on, I feel like they gave you hell. That they are a part of the reason that you don't do the shadow work. It's them that you really need healing from. This Aquarian type person, this star card person, the person you've been waiting on, the person from the past that comes back around, they cut you on, cut you off. They shut you down and then come back around and cut you back on whenever they want to be bothered. I feel like you're going through a loop. What you're doing to the God of Cups person is what this star card person has been doing to you. You're in a cycle. You're in a cycle. That's why these three sixes are here. You're in a cycle. Oh, yes, indeed. Let's pull some more cards. If you're resonating with this reading, go ahead and hit that like button, okay? And subscribe. Lilith and Sag. My goodness. Let's get it. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. Listen. Ultimately, you're going to have to take some time. This is going to come to a head. What you need to do is going to eventually come to a head, and you're not going to have a chance. You're not going to have no other option. 7 of Cups. But to deal with this looping, the healing, the accepting, the expressing, the loving thyself, the not settling, the pattern of behavior with people who that you don't feel a connection to, but you just still lay with them, still be around them, even though your soul pulls you away because it don't want that, but you still go toward it when you're bored, right? Because I think you might be moving in a little Delulu energy too. I sense that because I think that you tell yourself that this is not a problem, but it is. That delusional energy will have you thinking that something that is a problem is not a problem. This is a problem. Because if you're listening to this reading, what I feel like you are doing, or you will begin to do, is think back and connect the dots so you can see that you just keep looping in similar situations, similar scenarios. The way, I can't say the way out of this, because there is no way out. You got to walk this experience, right? But what I feel like, once you make your mind up, what you're ultimately going to have to do is escape from everything. Lay it all down. Get away from it. Get away from it. You're too close to it. You haven't given yourself a chance to take a break from it. You've been in it, with different people in it. Lover from lover from lover from lover, from that lover to that lover to that lover. Some of them love you, some of them you love, some of them is just a little situation and you out the door. So, you know, it's always something. You haven't given yourself a break from it, but you're gonna have to get a peace of mind. To get a peace of mind. And I believe that that's what this 7 of Cups is also representing too. Because see, listen, when this Aquarian type energy comes into your life, this person that you've been hoping, wishing would come back, When they come back and they help you escape from this God of Cups person, this situationship that you're in, that you're very unfulfilled in, and you jump ship with Mr. or Mrs. Spin the Block, but you realize they have not changed. You realize that every string that they was able to pull in the past to trigger you, they still do that. They cut you on, cut you off whenever they decide to. They just haven't changed. So when you realize that, damn, I'm in the same situation I was in 3, 4, 5 years ago with this person, I think that's when it's going to click. That's what it's going to click for you, that you've been shrinking yourself, that you haven't even really grown, that there's been no expansion, and you've been stuck on a slow moving wheel. And then sometimes it speeds up like a roller coaster. That's what you're going to figure out. And ultimately, you're going to have to escape. You're going to have to throw yourself off of the roller coaster. The roller coaster ain't going to slow down and then stop and lightly let you off so you can just continue to grow and be abundant. No, that is not how that works. You're going to have to jump for joy. You're going to have to leap into your next best, highest, greatest version. So are you brave enough to do that, or are you going to keep giving in to your lower self, giving in to your fleshly self, running on this hamster wheel because that's what you've been doing for so long now, that is keeping you away from what your soul is really asking you to do, which is wipe the slate clean, become something new, do something new, create some new options for yourself, free yourself. Maybe you do need to be abducted. Maybe all of these little sightings and shit, maybe that's beneficial to you. Maybe they need to come down and beam me up, Scotty. Maybe you need to ask the aliens to come and get you and cleanse you and then set you back down here with some new options, with a new mindset, with some new experiences. Because right now all I see is you looping in similar patterns and in similar behaviors with similar people, similar scripts, similar casts, similar themes. And you're not feeding or nurturing or healing anything within you. So ultimately what I hear your soul screaming is, I want to be free, but I don't know how. Escape. It's time for you to escape, Lilith and Sag. And I'm going to wrap this reading up. I believe I've said everything you need to know if this is your reading. You're gonna have to jump. You're gonna have to jump off. You're gonna let them go. You're gonna have to cut folks off cold turkey. You don't have time to wait it out. And no, you're gonna have to cut people off cold turkey, even the ones that you love, even this situationship this one that's been cold turkey, everybody. Because what you got to do is get back to you so you can fix you. Now ain't nothing wrong with you, but that's just some updated information that you're not able to retrieve because you're playing on an outdated script. Okay, all right, if this was yours, take it, apply it. Okay, share it if you know it's for someone else, but most definitely like it. And if you have not subscribed, do it. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.